feet. Bang! What game is this? This is incredible. Hook, delightful. Wow!
Strong. Now Melbourne goes, and Melbourne gets the bucket. Circus basketball to Roof.
Cole! Yes!
Keely Froling. See her in a new leadership position for the league's newest team. Jazz Shelley. It's been 5 years since she played in the league.
Froling with the trail three-point. Massive. That was tough from Alicia Froling.
Looking forward to what she can do at home in Townsville. Courtney Woods, a big role for this Queensland side at WNBL 25.
Woods, back the other way, right back at you for three.
A new season is here, and with it brings a new team. Geelong United take the floor to open the season. Traditional power Townsville look to spoil the party. It's Froling versus Froling. Geelong versus Townsville. Welcome to Geelong Arena. Game 1, opening night of the 45th Signet WNBL season. Welcome aboard for your WNBL Wednesdays, brought to you by Ford. My name is Liam Ellis, and alongside me here for the season opener is the Southside Flyers skipper, Beck Cole. Beck, welcome aboard. Here we are again for another season.
I cannot wait for this game to start. WNBL is back, getting ready for tonight. I had my pump-up playlist on, and I cannot wait to see these amazing women in action tonight.
As did I. We have 4 games here in round 1. Here's your schedule on screen now. Of course, Geelong and Townsville here for your 7 p.m. tip. And then Saturday night, Spirit and Lightning. And then, Beck, you head over with the Flyers from the grand final rematch to Perth.
How exciting. Can't wait.
And the Flames and the Caps will round out round 1 on Sunday, 2 p.m. at Kudos Bank Arena. Chris Lucas is the coach of Geelong United in their inaugural season, and he's down on the floor right now with our very own Megan Huswaite.
He sure is, Chris. You've won and done pretty much it all in 17 WNBL seasons coaching. This year is season number 18, and tonight you lead a new franchise for the first time.
Making me feel old.
Not old at all, just experienced.
Look, I'm actually really enjoying myself. This young group has been fantastic, and I just want to get the show on the road, I suppose.
Yeah, we're going to let you do that in just a moment. What can we expect from the Geelong team tonight? We know your teams are well organised and play great defence. Are they going to be hallmarks of Geelong United?
Well, they are, and one thing, being a young group, they play hard, and they've inspired me every day. I'm really enjoying it.
Great stuff, Chris. No one better to lead this new franchise here in Geelong. It's a special night. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Megan. He's 4th in all times game coached, Chris Lucas. And here is the roster that he has to work with. Keely Froling comes across from the Melbourne Boomers. And then really it's an open canvas, and Hayley Jones stands out to me as a big name, Beck.
I can't wait to see what she can bring to this league. It's her 2nd year out of college. She was with the Atlanta Dream, and due to injury really had a lead role in that point guard position. So I'm sure she's going to bring a lot of exciting energy to this United team.
Leadership group was announced during the week for Geelong United, and Keely Froling named skipper. It's a big honour for her, and she's now been in this league for quite some time, a veteran.
It is. She's really experienced. She's played under Chris Lucas before, so they would have a great working relationship. And as you just said, this United team, they're young, they're fresh, and I'm sure Keely will be super excited to get these young ones going.
Such a tough and ferocious rebounder. 174 WNBL games, averaged 13 and 8 last season for the Melbourne Boomers. And of course, Mon Conti will be coming across and joining this Geelong team as well, alongside Froling.
I'm sure her teammates cannot wait for her AFLW commitments to be over and for her to join the United team. But she is just another great asset to that backcourt.
One player that we haven't seen in the WNBL since 2019, when she was named the Rookie of the Year, is Jazz Shelley, who's coming over after a successful 5-year college stint.
Her college career was super successful. She was a lights-out shooter. I'm so interested to see whether she plays a point guard or a shooting guard. As you can see, you need to find her early in transition.
With Oregon and Nebraska and NCAA, and hasn't the college game just gone from strength to strength? She's a big name in the US.
That's what I love about college now for the Australian girls, is they can go over, get better at basketball, have an amazing life experience, and then the opportunities are endless. As you said, she was a 2019 rookie for WNBL. She's going to be going from college back into the Women's League, and she's going to show the WNBL what she is ready to do.
That backcourt duo with Hayley Jones going to be exciting to watch. And on the flip side, Lauren Mansfield and the Townsville Fire. This is how they will line up under Shannon Seabob in WNBL 25.
Lauren Mansfield, she's really going to be that general on the floor. Again, super experienced, coming off that Olympic 3x3 with the Kangaroos experience. And I can't wait to see the likes of Zaya Cook and Alicia Froling. It's going to be an interesting one, Liam.
It really is. And two athletes returning home to Townsville. Alicia Froling and Alex Fowler, the other, who after her first pro season last year with the UC Capitals, really impressed and now home with the Fire.
She had a breakout season with the Capitals, and I think she's just gone from strength to strength. Confidence has boosted. She could do it inside, she could do it outside. She has that strong body, and I can't wait to see in a new experience and a new role what she can really bring.
Yeah, likewise, I think Froling is going to be there at the power forward spot as well, and it gives Seabomb some options. Lauren Cox for the Fire in that front court. Exciting to see what she can do. Alex Fowler back at home after a successful college stint as well. And, well, Geelong United today, they are without any injuries. Townsville, though, unfortunately, will have one player unavailable, and Megan Huswaite has all the details.
Well, we're all very excited about seeing Saffron Shields continue to take her game to a new level in WNBL this season. She's not playing tonight. She's recovering from a adductor issue. Coach Shannon Seabohm is hopeful she'll be able to suit up for Townsville for their trip to Perth next Wednesday, that game on ESPN. And one recruit not suiting up for Geelong tonight is forward Taylor Mole, who joined United in the off-season from the Adelaide Lightning. She's recovering from a back injury she sustained at the start of pre-season, and she too is hopeful of returning in the next 3 to 4 weeks.
Thank you, Megan. We have our starting fives in for Geelong United. Shelley and Jones in the backcourt, Potter, Kaiser and the skipper Froling. Probably about what we expected, Beck.
We were talking earlier to see with these new rosters what the lineups were going to be. Super pumped for Gemma Potter. She also had a great breakout season at the UC Capitals, and I can't wait to see what she will bring to this United team.
Absolutely, she is one of the lead signings, no doubt, Gemma Potter for Geelong. Here's how the Fire will go into this one, and, well, Cooks will come off the bench to start things off for Townsville.
Sometimes that does happen, as she is an import. She got in only a week ago with the team, so it will be interesting to see her energy, her minutes, but I think she's going to be a great spark off the bench.
Here we go, underway in the Signet WNBL Season 45 here at Geelong, our new club. And they win it down. The first tip, here's Hayley Jones to run point, first possession. This crowd in here tonight to welcome in their new club on home floor. Here's the skipper, Keely Froling, top of the keyway. Jones assessing, 6-second shot clock. Froling v. Froling down low, and the reverse lay-in goes. First points for Geelong United.
Froling doing what Froling does best, getting it deep inside the key, and she can finish with either hand.
Mansfield doubled out of the screen. Potter got a hand to it, and the steal for Geelong. Froling running the break. Not quite.
Good signs early. Geelong United in a really hard pressure, high hedge for that when the Fire are coming off a pick and roll, and they caused a turnover. That's what Chris Lucas said they want to be known for, their defense.
Mansfield's running point in his starting lineup. Deflected, flipped over to Cox, extra pass. Onwards to Ellis, tied up. Jones got there though, and Alicia Froling the first two for the Fire. Really Froling. His assistance via Kaiser. One of the imports for this Geelong squad. Here's Shelley. Her first look at the action. Dancing around the screen, inside and denied. Great defense from Cox.
And what is so lovely having a big post is that they can just take up space, they can change shots or block shots just like that.
Baseline ball for Geelong. Elbow J, Kaiser, nylon. Kaiser spent time all around the world as a pro. US, Greece, Turkey, Poland, Spain, and now Australia. Such an experienced player at the 5 spot. Here's Cox with the handoff. Mansfield. Nice strong on the 3 ball. Ellis, though, the extra possession. Mansfield. It's out by Cox. They've got numbers, and Froling adds 2 more.
Nice to big action. They have a great connection early.
Billy Froling with some ball handling duties early. Jones, 2-year pro in the WNBA, joining this Geelong squad. Here's Gemma Potter. And a turnover with 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Alicia Froling's got the open floor. Hard foul came across. No. All clean.
And with Jones being a point guard at that height, that is what length can do for you. You can sprint back, have the disadvantage, and get those block shots.
What a 2, Hayley Jones. To force a baseline possession for Townsville. Cox. Courtney Woods, returning member of this Townsville team. Falling on the baseline, deflected away from Potter. They'll recover with 7 seconds. Woods gets around Potter, and good on the reverse lay-in. Townsville retake the lead here.
Woods is so classy. She had a breakout season with the Fire, and I can't wait to see what she can do with an enhanced role this season.
Jones directing traffic. Here's Potter. Froling looking to take her sister off the 3-point line. Flipped up, no good, and Mansfield able to recover, but turned over to Lynetta Kaiser. And both Frolings getting involved here early.
It's great to see. I can't even imagine playing against my sister. And again, it's the first game of the season. Both teams are going to have some nerves in them. There might be a few turnovers, but what I'm loving is each and every person's hustle right now.
Alicia Froling looking to get downhill, kick out. Another penetration, handoff, Courtney Woods. Nice offense from the Fire to start this one.
Fire are passing the ball really well. They're getting 2 feet in the key, having cutters off ball and finding the open man.
Shelley defended tightly by Ellis. Finding a way to her spot into the body of the defender. And she'll get the call, so 2 shots to come from Jazz Shelley. Megan Huswaite, it's electric down there.
It sure is, and Abby Alice making her debut tonight and starting for Townsville, and she is a product of the Michelle Timms Basketball Academy. Timsy inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame just a few weeks ago, only the 2nd Australian player. Timsy's dialed in tonight watching one of her products, and she would have been very happy with that pass to Courtney Woods.
Thank you, Megan. Phenomenal achievement, isn't it, for Michelle Timms? Congratulations to Timsy.
Timsy, massive shout out. You're an icon of the game and what so many guards have looked up to. So what an honour it is to have Michelle Timms supporting the WNBL.
Here is Abby Ellis out of Purdue University, Melbourne local. 4 minutes gone in this first quarter. Ellis cutting through. Jones again with a length. Chaotic moment sees Alicia Froling at the bottom of it, and the buzzer for the shot clock expires. That hustle you spoke of, Beck, on show once more.
It is. I love how attacking Ellis is being early. She will have to come to that 2-foot stop, use her pump fakes inside, either go up to her shot, get Jones off her feet, or find the extra man, because Jones, she just is so lengthy.
Mansfield in by Woods. Stopped at the block, double teams. Found a way out of it. Mansfield with her feet set. This is dangerous for Geelong. They see it off. Rolling another board, early days. Shelley, entry pass. Here's Kaiser. The Bigs will go to work, and an offensive foul.
It is a physical match, the game of basketball, and it's just getting more physical each season. But Kaiser, you have to do your work early. She is such a strong vet in the key. If you don't get it done, she's going to be scoring on you. So it was great to see Froling just really hold her own and force an offensive foul.
Mansfield's over the timeline. Ellis looking for a way in boards. Here's Alicia Froling. making the move up north to her hometown for a bigger role here in this Townsville squad, and she's delivered early days. Ellis slicing through the keyway, dumped off. Froling, another 2 for her.
And that was great by Ellis. Drove into the key, find the open Froling. She's been great to start this first quarter.
6 points already for Alicia Froling. Keely's got 4. Potter. In catch. Down low, Jones. Well, she's got size to go to work in the post. Kaiser, not quite. Froling on the O-glass. We'll be saying that a fair bit this season. 2 shots to come at the line.
She is a monster on the glass, just like her sister, and I'm sure they're going to go to battle for 40 minutes tonight.
And major partners at the WNBL this season, Signet. Stay powered with Signet, Australia's favourite power bank brand. Keep your devices charged and never miss a moment. Visit signet.com to find your perfect power bank.
And we see Alyssa Brett coming in for her first minutes in the Geelong United singlet tonight.
Exciting for Alyssa. Rolling good on the seconds. Here's Woods. With that handoff, slowed up by Jones. On the block, needs some assistance. Rolling, providing the pick. Now they dump it inside. This offense for the Fire, they look in sync. Early days here in round 1, and Alicia Froling will have 2. Megan Huswaite, we've seen plenty from both Froling sisters here. How are you seeing things?
Oh, it's a great battle between the sisters and plenty of talk to go with it. Townsville have rung a few subs here. New import Zaya Cook, who has come into the lineup just a few weeks ago, has subbed in for her first minutes. She didn't play much during the WNBA season, so Shannon Seabom is easing her into this WNBL campaign. And a homecoming for Alex Fowler, who subbed in for her first minutes with hometown Townsville.
Oh, thank you, Megan. I know that the Fire are very excited about what Zaya Cook can bring.
What an amazing sub you can bring off the bench with Alex Fowler and Zaya Cook. So you have to be pumped if you're Shannon Seabom right now. She's going to be energetic. She'll want to show what she can prove. She didn't get many minutes in the WNBA, as Megan stated. And Alex Fowler, she just growed in confidence each game, and she's going to be a real asset to this Fire team.
Shelley. Raiders out there as well for Geelong United. Keely Froling red hot here in the first. Look at 7 points already for Keely. Alicia Froling's got 6. Woods will let it fly. Fowler from position and muscles it up and in for 2.
Picking up right where she left off, she has Fowler. Great to see getting another offensive board for her team.
Here is Alyssa Brett off the bench for Geelong. Raider picked out to Shelley around that pick. Strong on the float attempts. 6 minutes gone here in this first quarter at Geelong Arena. Woods stumped down low. Extra pass, and Alicia Froling. This Townsville offense looking spick and spam here in round 1.
The Fire's chemistry run right now is absolutely phenomenal, especially for the first quarter of the first game of the season. The United are high hedging on their pick and roll defense, and the Fire, they're moving the ball quickly. They're not letting United get to their spots.
Townsville have been very efficient shooting from the field here. And Megan Huswaite did catch up with Shannon Seabom before the match.
Well, Shannon, you've assembled some new jigsaw pieces for the Townsville puzzle over the off-season. What has excited you so far about this group?
I think just like they've worked really hard in pre-season, so it's been a lot of fun. You know, we're really young this year and a bit more inexperienced than we've probably been the last couple of years, but you know, I like what I've seen at practice. I think they've really bought into what we're trying to do, and you know, we know that today's going to be tough and we're going to have some growing pains probably early in the season, but excited to get out on the floor.
How important was it to bring back 2 Townsville locals in Alicia Froling and Alex Fowler?
Oh, it was really important. You know, they've been great. They're 2 of the toughest players in the league. Like, they just fit how we want to play really well. And obviously it's great to have 2 Townsville kids back in the team.
Speaking of kids, one of your young stars is Saffron Shields not suiting up tonight. What is the complaint that's keeping her out of round one?
She's had an adductor strain, which has sort of held her out of some of the pre-season. So she's fine. She's really close to being back on court. We thought she'd be right for this game, but hopefully we'll see her next week.
Thanks for your time, Shannon. Good luck tonight.
No worries. Thank you.
And a role is there for Saffron Shields this season too, so they'll look forward to getting her back in the lineup there.
She's a great junior that the Fire have coming up. She showed such great energy and also great ball handling, different shots in the key, and I'm looking forward to her career.
Big denial there from Cox moments ago. And Townsville bring it up via Lauren Mansfield. And Megan, you listened in to Chris Lucas.
I did. Chris Lucas wants to see Geelong handle Townsville's pressure better in these final 3 minutes. He wants to see them get on the front foot when the Fire apply some physical touch. They're also keen to try and get Jazz Shelley more engaged in the game offensively. She's got 2 points to her name at this point of the game.
This is a good start as Shelley found Froling for three, not to be. Foul call from the referee. Townsville shooting above 60%. On the field at this early stage, 8 of 13.
They've had many shot attempts inside the key, which is proving to their great percentage so far. That post-to-post action is smooth like butter at the moment, Liam.
It really is. What can Geelong do to combat it? Here's Shelley, her first look from beyond the arc, and it rattles home. And they feel good.
And the Fire have been defending Jazz Shelley really well. So what I liked about that action for Jazz was that it was off ball. So the defense had to work off a flare screen, which is so much harder.
Mansfield's. Kick back out to Woods. 2.5 remaining in this first quarter. Now Cox steps out her range. 4-point ball game off the back of that last Shelley three. Jones inside, wants to use the length and one. Count it. Tough finish, Hayley Jones. Can expect plenty of that this season from Jones, and same for Shelley, who we know can get hot from three in a hurry.
We saw her highlight package early, and she is a straight-up shooter. You have to find her, have a hand in her face at all times.
You'd have to think that Chris Lucas will be looking to get Jones in the post against some of those smaller guards a lot this year.
100%. If you're a bigger guard, I know I do. I love posting up the small guards. And what's also an asset is because she's tall, they can switch like-to-like screens, as we saw earlier.
Cox and Kaiser in the post, two opposing 15s, and Cox gets it to go. And one opportunity for her now.
Cox has been great early. She's been getting a big, nice presence inside, making it easy for the guards to pass her the ball. She's been great with her physicality, getting it and one, and great passing it off. I'm really liking the signs early of Cox.
Megan, Lauren Cox, one of the imports for the Townsville Fire.
Well, that's right, Liam, and everyone's champing at the bit in round one, but so much so Lauren Cox. She played in Italy last season and hadn't played in a basketball game since May. So she has been itching throughout a very long off-season to get back out on court. And as Beck said, she's had a great start to her WNBL debut.
And she hasn't missed a beat so far, Lauren Cox. Well, scoring a fair early here in the first quarter. Townsville's offense has been humming. Moving the ball, the Shannon Seabomb teams always do. Here's Cook. Stayed up in the lane. Mansfield, that is a deep three. Geelong can just take a deep breath here. All right, Brett. Defending the handoff, here was Mansfield's. Raver. 10 seconds for Geelong to work with. Jones combining with Shelley. Tried to thread the needle and couldn't. Moving the ball quickly, Zaya Cook can step into a tray.
And that has got to feel good for Zaya Cooks. Coming in, first couple of minutes, bit nervous, and then that confidence to shoot the trail three, that's got to feel good.
Puts them out to a nice 7-point buffer. The Townsville Fire. Woods fighting over the screen. Hesitation dribble, kick out, Raber. Mid-range game, not quite. Hannah Kank into the game for Geelong United. Here's Cox. Fowler, this movement once more. No good that time on the lay-in. And last possession here for Geelong to work with via Hayley Jones. Crowd counting down, 4 seconds. Jones makes her move, lost her footing. No call, that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. Or will it? Might have some time put back on. It's 24 plays 17 at the end of one. 0.7, there we have it. For Townsville to work with. Maybe enough time for a full court heave.
Do we have a quarterback with the fire Fowler? They're passing the ball in. We're going to need a big arm to get it down the other end of the court.
We are. Alex Fowler, what can she do here? That'll do it for the end of one. 24 plays 17. Townsville Fire scintillating here in the first quarter to lead the way. We've got a ball game in the season opener in the Signet WNBL. One quarter down, Geelong and Townsville, 24 plays 17 in favour of the visitors. Geelong United, their first ever game in the Signet WNBL, their inaugural season and a new franchise here in our league. 45th season of the Signet WNBL. Liam Ellison and Beck Cole with you on the floor. That was a great opening quarter, Beck.
It was a great opening quarter, high energy, great play on both ends of the floor. And if you're Shannon Seaborn, you have to be really happy with your defensive effort in that first quarter, holding Geelong under 20 points.
Megan is listening to Shannon Seaborn at quarter time.
I was, and Shannon was very happy with the defensive efforts in the opening quarter. He wants to see the Fire continue to rebound and keep their offense organised. Kaiser has 2 fouls, so they're going to continue to play through Alicia Froling and try and expose that Kaiser starting on the bench in this second term. Nia Locke on for her debut minutes as Courtney Woods takes a seat.
Great stuff, Megan. Exciting for Nia Locke. First WNBL minutes. Here she is in the corner, straight away, the 3 goes, bullseye. That's a way to open your account.
Cook starting the trend for when you come on in your debut minutes in the WNBL, you're hitting the 3-point. Super exciting for Locke.
Nia Locke, South Sudanese national team representative from Melbourne. After a successful college career at George Washington University, Keely Froling high off the window and in. Chance for one more at the line.
What an impressive finish at the basket. Keely is great around the rim. And it's the second quarter. She knows she has to bring it. She really has to lead her team.
Good first quarter, as we've mentioned, from both Froling sisters. Keely's got 8 and Alicia 10 points in the opening period. Cox. Under fire, Zaya Cook. Nia Locke retrieves the handoff. Label with the assignment. Now 4 seconds to work with. Zaya Cook got to bail them out. You bet. Second 3-ball goes for Cook.
And that is a tough shot. Geelong played a great moment of defense there, but now you really have to lock down and respect Zaya from the 3.
Hannah Hank, not quite. Cox able to corral on the glass. Here's Mansfield's. Potter up in her grill. Really worried her out of it, and a foul call has gone against Hannah Hank and Geelong United.
And out of the second quarter, the Geelong United team have really brought the defensive pressure. They're making Townsville Fire start their offense about a metre or 2 outside the 3-point line.
It's a Mansfield in the corner. She'll set the action for Townsville. Locke. Into the block is Lauren Cox. Here with Hayley Jones. Fading away and falling home for Townsville. 12-point advantage now. Looking for the quick response. Froling controls. Visitors have stunned them out of the gates here. Lock, opposite corner this time. Just strong. It's a great look from three. Townsville 3 of 9 from that area. Jones won't go. Battles out to Hank. One can reset their offense here. Hank lost her footing, no call. Now releasing Lock in transition, has Cook there to assist, won't need it. And the Townsville Fire are rolling, no surprises, forcing a timeout. Chris Lucas wants to chat things over.
Great energy by the Fire on the defensive end. They've done exactly what Coach Shannon Seabom has asked, and a smart timeout by Chris Lucas just to really gather the Geelong team.
Townsville here with a dominant position early in the second quarter.
They are huge supporters of the WNBL, and we're going to be giving away some of these in our banks all throughout the season.
34 plays 20, 7:37 remaining in the second quarter. 10-3 so far through the first 2.5 minutes here, so no surprises. Chris Lucas wants to stem the momentum.
All right, you know what? You're going to stand in the middle, and you're going to have command of this whole stadium.
What I really want to see here is if Hayley Jones doesn't have the ball in her hand, who can step up to really take control of the ball, take control of the team, and get them through a set. And that's when you have a young team, those things are going to happen, but they're also what they will have to learn and really find out who can step up. And if Jones isn't the main ball carrier, who can really get in line, the Geelong United team.
Chris Lucas's side out of the timeout, ready to go. They're going to work their way back into this one. A 14-point advantage here for the Townsville Fire out of the timeout. And Hayley Jones, as you mentioned, Beck, perhaps someone who can just steady the ship for Geelong, and maybe that's a thing for new sides, do you think? You get these athletes together and it's sort of working out who fits where.
It is, and they're all building their chemistry. No one is going to be amazing round one, and you want to peak at the right time, but the energy from both teams, full court defense.
Maya Lock for three. Looked good out of the hands. Not to beat that time, Raber. Cox there to block up the Kiwi. Into the block, Kaiser back out there with 2 personal fouls. Poked away, great find. Raber with the cut. Gemma Potolo on the O-glass.
Even though she missed, Raber with that off-ball cut, that's the movement Geelong need at the moment, just to get that ball flowing and getting it through hands.
It breaks the run, importantly, for Geelong. Shannon Seabom would be pretty happy, I think, Megan.
Yeah, he sure was. Just wants to see the offense continue to be organised, and there was plenty of praise for Nia Lock and the energy she's bringing. Townsville also aware that Kaiser is on those 2 fouls.
Long rebound of Froling. Kaiser, top of the Kiwi, mid-range J. Abby Ellis back into the action. She sat with 2 personal fouls earlier in the game. Kaiser came across, and that'll be number 3 on her.
That is a big foul and a huge loss for Geelong. If you're Chris, you're subbing her off and you're saving her for the second half. But with the likes of Cox, Fowler and Froling, they've been a really big asset to the Fire. And the defensive length and physicality of Kaiser is going to be missed in the second quarter.
It really is. Not going the way of Geelong United so far. Kaiser will sit and really put some pressure on the likes of Hannah Hank and Keely Froling now in the front court.
They will, and Froling has that experience, but Hannah Hank being a bit younger, she'll come in. Hopefully she just grows in confidence, has the belief of her teammates and coach behind her, and can really produce here on the offensive and defensive end.
14-point advantage. The Fire have opened up. Jones. Hand off Potter. Float game off the window, not quite. Moving it quickly. Courtney Woods back out there. All movement. Bit good from the Fire, not that time. Geelong will regain possession. Brett over the timeline. Rolling. Looking for that leadership. Find it by Jones. Inside. Caught the foul. Hannah Hank. And 2 shots to come at the line. There's that patience from United.
Even though they didn't get the ball into it, I really like that post-up by Jones on Ellis. The mismatch is definitely there. I would love to see a play drawn up for her for that. But Hank, again, with that off-ball cut, she got 2 feet in the paint and is now going to the line for 2. She sees 1 shot go through the rim. That will really help.
Out of Clemson, Hannah Hank. Spent some time, her first pro opportunity in Germany for Hanover. 2 seasons in the NBL 1, most recently in the North with the Brisbane Capitals. And she's good from the line on the seconds. Calling all sports teams, say goodbye to travel headaches and hello to CTM Sports. CTM are 100% committed to delivering excellence in our field. Leave the logistics to the travel experts so your athletes can focus on what they do best. Learn more at ctmsport.com.au as Courtney Woods to the rack moments ago to extend the lead here for Townsville.
And Woods really brings that expertise for her team, and she's just going to keep growing each and every single quarter.
Woods. Running point on this possession. Froling linking up with a screen. And picked off nicely from Brett. Here's Froling. Round 1 or round 2, straight to the cup. Hank on the follow. And the second chance will go.
And great efforts by Hank there to get her team's second possession and finish off around the rim.
Lock hit one from this spot. And another goes downtown, hit again for the Fire.
And whether it's a make or miss on the Geelong end, the Fire are really pushing it in transition. So ball pickup early is a must.
Shelley back out there for Geelong United. Turnovers for Geelong, that's number 7.5. Townsville on the flip side have registered 4. Assessing. Rolling arrives. Hesitates, hangs, finishes under the outstretched arm of Hank. It's the handoff to her point guard, Jazz Shelley. Brett into the post, Gilly Froling. Dancing along that baseline, somehow got it over to Hannah Hank. Recovered well, 4 seconds. Hook shot was a foul. And she'll head back to the free-throw line.
What was really smart by Fowler, although she couldn't get the ball, she used that baseline as a second defender and made Froling give it up.
Pair of subs for Geelong United. And Sarah Ellsworthy is in for her first minutes of WNBL 25. A great story, back in the league for the first time since 2020.
She's been having some great off seasons, and again, another point guard who can really lead her team. And it is great to see athletes who have been out of the WNBL come back in, and hopefully it's her time to shine.
She's been with the Geelong NBL 1 side for 4 years now, Sarah Ellsworthy, originally from Adelaide, but now calls Geelong home, and here she is in their inaugural season for Geelong United. Lauren Cox, and off by Woods. Cox now into the post. Oh, the footwork, the shimmy, he lost the defender, and another and one opportunity for Cox.
Cox is real crafty down there. She is being a real threat. It will be interesting to see whether in this quarter or the second half, Chris Lucas looks for a double team when she gets the ball inside.
Out of Baylor in the NCAA. Number 3 overall pick in 2020 in the WNBA draft by the Indiana FIBA. And extending this now ominous lead for Townsville. Ellsworthy, and she is running point. Hank. Trolling, it's Potter there on the post. Lopped against it this time. Gotta go, Shelley with the heave. Good defense once more from Townsville. And now with the open canvas, it's Abby Ellis.
And Geelong need to make sure that their offense is pristine at the moment, because any forced shot or turnover, Fire are running it back down their throat on the other end.
Trolling. Wrecking traffic here. Leading from the front, Hank. Ellsworthy crashing the glass, but Ellis did just enough. 48 plays 27. This second quarter on the Fire, 24-10 now. Woods wide open, Lauren Mansfield, time to think about it. Now Shelley. All the action for Geelong. Ellsworthy on the left wing. Screen arrives, zigzagging through. Good find, Hank. Escape dribble and up and in off the backboard.
And that's more like it, great poise.
2 minutes remaining in this first half at Geelong Arena. Ellis showcasing the handle. Woods, jab step, puts it on the floor, working on Potter. And it's clean defense.
And I've loved that matchup today, Courtney Woods on Gemma Potter. Two great athletes going at it.
Ellsworthy, count the bucket. First points in Geelong colours in the WNBL.
And I love it, you can hear the arena lighting up. Fans are getting excited. It's their first time they're seeing Geelong United in their hometown. And isn't it great just what the WNBL can produce?
This time out brought to you by Ford Dealers. Love to see their WNBL sporting heroes and Aussie families conquering their goals, and it's easy to conquer the everyday in the 7-seat Ford Everest Sport SUV. Find the Everest that's right for you at your local Ford dealer. 33 remaining in the first half, 48 plays 29, and you spoke of this Geelong support in the crowd, Beck. And you noticed it as well when Sarah Ellsworthy checked in off the bench. There was a real cheer from the crowd, which is great to see.
It is. She came from the Geelong Cats, who are in the NBL 1, and now she's made her way into the main league of WNBL in Geelong. So fans are going to be super excited to see one of their home stars on the floor tonight.
Chris Lucas with a lot to work through with his team, but we saw some more patient sets on those last few from United.
We did. As always, your offense comes from your defense, so they need to get stops, they need to get up in the lanes, and they need to get offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds, and then just be poised. Push it up the floor, set good screens for one another, get open on the wings, and find who's open with the ball. Froling is obviously been a big threat, so it is harder for her to make buckets, so people need to cut off the ball for her.
Megan Huswaite is in the thick of it in Chris Lucas's timeout. Megan.
Chris feels that United are overhelping, so he wants to see them find a bit of a resolution for that in the next 90 seconds, asking for some better communication from the team as well. Obviously critical in round one for any team, but particularly for a team that hasn't even played 20 minutes in its history.
Thank you, Megan. Great stuff as always. I've had some breakdowns, as you said, those bigs really combining for the Fire, Beck.
And what happens when you do have a young team, communication isn't something that everyone is built in them. So for them to work together, they need to make sure they communicate and know where each other are on the floor.
Froling, second look, Cox, mid-range J, not quite. Ellsworthy. Froling, rips and goes, catches a hit, count it! Reverse lay-in falls for Keely Froling, and that'll lift the team.
Again, Good defensive set down the other end. They got the ball, they pushed it, and then they settled in and they found the open man. So just getting that momentum is really going to help them slowly chip away with a minute left here in the second.
More like it from Geelong. Back to 14. Final minute of this first half. Froling nearly got there. Jones did, in fact. Using those levers, came up with a steal. And Froling able to recover defensively. Timely for Townsville. Mansfield, extra pass.
What a block from Mansfield, one of the smallest players on the court.
Well called back, and Ellsworthy rips it away for Geelong. Chaotic few moments, Raver. Cox and Mansfield, a steady, cool head for the Fire. Time on their side to wind down this first half. Fresh addition to the Townsville Fire in WNBL 25 Mansfield. Here's Woods. Poked out. And Geelong will have it with 4.6 on the game clock. In by Jones. Chance for one last look. Gets it away. Haley Jones, that'll do it for the end of the first half here at Geelong Arena. Townsville 48 plays Geelong United 34, and the second quarter scoring mirrored the first, 24-17 in both periods in favour of the Fireback.
What an exciting first half of basketball. Townsville are going to be really happy with that, but Geelong will need to really tighten it up on the defensive end. Otherwise, Fire go into a 100-point game.
Megan Huswaite has Lauren Cox.
I sure do. The surname Cox has been a famous one at Townsville over the years with championship player Michaela. Lauren Cox making a great debut tonight. What will Shannon be happy with from the first half?
I think the way that I'm attacking the rim. He really wants me to post up big when I get down low and just go at people.
You were saying pre-game it's been since May that you played. You played in Italy last season. What are your initial thoughts of the WNBL and the style of play after one half?
It's just good to be back on the court. I've heard really good things about the WNBL, just the physicality and the competition, so it's really exciting.
Loving what we're seeing from you, Lauren. We'll let you get in there and good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Lauren Cox has been just terrific in the first half. We'll break it all down after this. It is Townsville by 14 at halftime.
I think white line fever runs in the Froling family. We're very competitive. I think off the court, I'm a lot less intense. I'm nowhere near as competitive or angry, which I probably look like I am on the basketball court. Obviously, I played with Chris last year in Melbourne. You know, I love playing for him. I think he first coached me when I was like 15 or 16 years old, so that was a really big motivator. But then speaking with the club, their vision, their goals, and how they're really going to be community-based, it really excited me, so it was a pretty easy decision. It's been really special. Like, how often do you get to create your own culture and kind of come in with a really clean slate? Everything so far has been really good, and we're building that culture. It's a young, fresh group that's just come together, and we all have big goals, and everyone's kind of come together on the court. They're working really hard. So far it's been awesome. I started my WNBL career with the Fire as a development player. It's been a while since I've played at home, and I love Townsville. My parents are still up there. Some things just aligned this year, and it was a no-brainer for me to go home. I'm just so excited to play for the Fire and play in front of my family. It's really cool to kind of be back and see how much the club has grown, see how much the league's grown, but also to kind of be able to put my stamp on it a little bit too. We've really gelled really well. I think everyone just has the same goal. No one cares, about being a superstar or anything. Everyone just wants to win, and I think that that's really special. So I think we're just going to be gritty, play hard, and hopefully do the Fire proud. I think Geelong are going to be a tough team. Chris Lucas is a great coach. Obviously, my twin sister's there too. She's an okay player. She's obviously a leader in that group. They're going to play hard. They're going to not back down. We have them up first, which is very exciting. We're going to have ups and downs this season. We're going to play really hard and we're going to be aggressive. And, we're going to be that team that never gives up. Success is winning. We want to win, and we want to win a lot of games. I think we're going to shock some people.
The Froling Swiss sisters, they both play the same way. The two players that are in double figures in this ball game, Alicia and Keely Froling, they've both been stellar in the first half, Beck.
Has to be super special to play against your sister. But as they said, they play with that white line fever, and anything you can do, I could do better. And I love that amongst them.
Both in new squads this season. Of course, Alicia coming across from Bendigo to join Townsville, and Keely joining Geelong United from the Melbourne Boomers. Keely's got 13, Alicia's got 10 in the first half, but it's Townsville so far early on that have the chocolates at half-time. It's a 14-point ball game, Beck. It really blew out, I thought, in the opening stages of that quarter.
The Fire's chemistry on the offensive end is just really stunning at this stage of the game. We're only 2 quarters into the first round of the WNBL. But I'm not surprised. Shannon Seaborn, he has such high IQ and he is really skilled when it comes with putting a new team together.
He is 4-time coach of the year, Shannon Seaborn, and they look in sync early. It's going to show, I think, in some of these first half highlights. Jazz Shelley got that 3 ball to go. That'll feel good, but a lot of this was the threes. They started to fall in the second quarter, Beck.
It was. Cook and Locke, their debuts in the WNBL, firing early from the corner and the wing there. And it's got to feel good, and it will really build their confidence moving forward.
Keely Froling, the and one on her sister there, but you spoke of Zaya Cook and her alongside Lauren Cox, 2 of the imports for the Townsville Fire. 2 players that didn't get a lot of burn through the previous months, but they have come out firing like they haven't missed a beat.
Cox is doing a phenomenal job on the inside. What I love is she's making a big presence early, and she's not only shooting the ball well, but she's been a great passer out of the post.
She really has, and Kaiser, unfortunately for Geelong United, 3 personal fouls in the first half.
It has really been a hard one for Kaiser in her first role.
And it's put a lot of pressure on the likes of Keely Froling and Hannah Hank. They've stepped up to the task, though, for United.
They have. We always knew Froling was going to lead from the front. And Hank, I love that she had the jitters a bit early, but she really found her feet and she did a great job in making her mark.
We knew coming in, Hayley Jones was a big guard. She was going to cause some issues. Those block numbers, 4 in the first half, my goodness.
4 for a guard. I would be having a party if that was me. But that's what's so great about Jones is her length. On the defensive end, she can pressure up on the ball or she can switch from that post to guard.
She's been exciting, that's for sure. 4 blocks in the first half for Hayley Jones. She's box office, 14-point ball game at the halftime break. It's the visitors, Townsville, in the lead. We are moments away from the second half here at Geelong Arena. Signet WNBL Round 1 United in their inaugural season, first ever game on their home floor, taking on the Townsville Fire. They've been a power in this competition for so many years, and right now in the first half, it is Townsville who lead the way, 48-34. Liam Ellison and Beck Cole with you in commentary to bring this one to you live around the country and alive around the world. And Megan Huswaite has got Monique Conti with her. Very special guest. Megan.
Oh, she's a very special guest. She's watching with interest tonight because she will be playing for Geelong United once the AFLW season is over. Moncon, welcome. What was the message from Chris at halftime?
Hi, thanks for having me here. It's really good to be here for round 1. Yeah, the messaging is sort of come back to the way that we play. We're sort of a bit on the back foot. They're applying a lot of pressure, but we're not really absorbing that and giving it back to them, so we kind of just have to lift it up a notch here.
We love the work you do in AFLW. Of course, you were the best and fairest of the competition last season, dominating as usual, but what we love even more is when you're able to play WNBL after the AFLW season. Now, Richmond have got their last game of the home and away season against Hawthorn on Sunday and then finals. What will the outlook look like after that in terms of suiting up for United?
Well, we're going to win finals and probably go all the way. Flag tags. No, yeah, whenever I'm finished with my football, which is hopefully not soon, I'll have a couple weeks rest and then slowly get into everything here. So I got no time limit on it, but I'm excited either way.
Sounds like mid-December to me.
Sure.
Yeah, done. Great to see you, Mon, and we can't wait to see you on court for United. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, go United. Woo!
Mon Conti's certainly going to be a big addition. We know what she's capable of. A tenacious guard in the backcourt.
She's really going to be an asset for that backcourt and United. And I think she will really help when Jones doesn't have the ball in her hand. Mon Conti can really run the show.
This season, the WNBL is taking a stance against domestic violence. Putting a stop to this is everyone's business. Make an effort to recognise warning signs, listen to survivors and speak up. For more info, head to Full Stop Australia.
What is really great about this cause is a couple of years ago, Alex Bunton was the major player who really got this going, as she had experienced domestic violence herself, and she was so open and honest and really was a great figure for people to become vulnerable and make sure we really get this cause known and that more women can really voice their opinion. So you will see every athlete within the WNBL wearing a purple tape across their jersey for every game of this season, as domestic violence just doesn't deserve a round. It deserves a lot more notice than that.
Well said, Beck. Season-long initiative from the WNBL, and we're underway in the second half. Jones out of the break, lost the handle. And Townsville, Abby Ellis in control. Can they continue this into the second half? Geelong fans will be hoping for a response from their side. Makes the screen of Alicia Froling, 7-second shot clock. Into the post, Lauren Cox got Labour off her feet. And she's into double figures, Lauren Cox. What a first half from her.
Cox has just been great, and she used that up fake there, got around her defender. What I really want to see from Geelong, though, they need... Oh, what number block is that, Liam? Because she's been outstanding.
Number 4 in the ball game. Spiked it out of bounds, kept it in the end. So, brilliant defense. She's got 2 steals as well. So, if you subscribe to the idea of stocks as a stat bet, steals and blocks, she's doing mighty well on that at the moment.
And Geelong need to get stops right now. If you're that team, I'm saying, hey team, we need to get 3 stops in a row. You need to get a hand to Mansfield. She's money with her feet set. And you need to chip away. You're not going to win this game in possession after possession. Take your time, get stops, move the ball around and get the right shot on the offensive end.
Froling rejected the handoff, kick out. Jones nearly banked home. Releasing Ellis. Geelong back in defence. Here's Froling in the posts. Inside the footwork, Froling, 2 more. She's got 12 in the ball game.
Great footwork by Froling on that possession.
21-point advantage to the Fire. Gemma Potter coming across from the UC Capitals this season. Froling escaped with a 3-ball short. They'll recover though for a fresh 14. There's the screen for Jones. Inside, probing, clean defense from Froling. Raber just in time, and Nylon on the floater. Froling, hand off Woods. Penetrating in the keyway. Jones this time, it'll be a foul call. Megan Husway, you've been keeping an eye on Lauren Mansfield down there, fresh off her 3-on-3 Olympic campaign.
I sure have, and when that 3-ball went in, Shannon Seaborn gave his token celebration of a low fist pump, and that is because he's been trying to recruit Lauren Mansfield since 2015 when he was in his second year coaching the Sydney Flames. It's taken this long for the pair to unite as player and coach. He spoke about puzzle pieces to us pre-game, and she's such a big part of this puzzle for Townsville in WNBL 25.
And relationships so important, I imagine, when it comes to choosing your next move in free agency.
It really is, and you want to have that faith and that belief in your point guard because they are the coach on the floor. So it is great to see that that relationship has been able to come to fruition here in the WNBL.
Raber not quite on their three. And foul call on the rebounding contest. And Courtney Woods has been assessed with a personal.
And to start this third quarter, Jazz Shelley has actually started on the bench and Brett has started. So I hope Jazz is okay. Maybe they've gone for a more defensive structure to get those stops.
Potter. Foul call before the shot. Goes against Lauren Cox. I certainly wouldn't want to see her in foul trouble. And instrumental today. Baseline out of bounds for Jones and United. Jones around the screen. Quick ball violation. Raber trying to find the cutting Potter. Going to remain with Geelong United.
Even though that was a foot violation, Fire just have been so disruptive with getting tips to the ball, getting steals, forcing deflections. They just really have shown what their defense is about in this first game.
Potter. Townsville, great defense. Saw off 2 or 3 opportunities.
They're just not giving any breathing room to Geelong, and every shot at the moment is forced. So a credit to the Fire's defense.
They held Geelong to 34% shooting in the first half. Early days in round 1, but it looks to have clicked here for the Fire. Plenty of time for Geelong to reel it back. They go under the screen. Mansfield makes them pay.
And in the first half, Mansfield missed 3 of her threes, which is unlike her. Now she's hit 2 in the third quarter. She's warmed up and she's feeling it. Geelong will have to get a hand to her.
Jones, this time cut. And good off the glass.
If I'm United right now, I think I would be drawing up a few plays for Jones to get off-ball action, to get her inside, just to get some points on the board.
Ellis slicing through, Froling to contest it. Geelong come up with a basketball. Another good display of ball movement from Townsville. Substitutions, and Jazz Shelley back out there for her first minutes of the second half.
Good to see she's fit and healthy, and to see her back on the floor. I'm sure she's raring to go to help her team get back in this game.
There she is on cue. Raber, time to set her feet and time to can the 3. You need to chip away at this one possession at a time. Jones poked at it. And Mansfield's regain control. Woods, so dangerous from beyond the arc. Book it. 3 more for the Fire. And just like that, back out to 20. Brett. Throwing. Looking for some movement from their Geelong teammates. Raber. Inside the keyway. Really Froling with another offensive rebound, and she draws the foul for 2 shots at the charity stripe. There's that find again to Jones from Raber, who's had some moments in this third quarter. Really Froling at the line. The skipper for Geelong gets the friendly roll. Two-time WNBL champion with the UC Capitals. She goes 2 of 2.
And Cox earning a well-deserved break there. And again, what a delight for the Fire, having Fowler coming off the bench.
Cook. Surely hit the deck moments ago. Froling battling in the post. Here's Woods looking to take Brett off the dribble. Clean defense from Keeley, and Raber corrals for Geelong. Big screen provided for Shelley. Now they get it to Keely Froling. Alex Fowler out there for her first minutes of the second half. 6 seconds. Deflected. Fowler comes up with it. Shelley did well to get back and force Townsville to reset from the baseline.
And again, Townsville just being real handsy, forcing deflections and just really disrupting United's offense.
Mansfields. Zaya Cook with a pair of 3 balls in the first half. Ellsworthy nearly got there. Zaya to run point guard here on this possession. Now 7 seconds and a whistle. Shelley thought she was away. Not to be. It will be a personal foul on Shelley.
Unfortunate with the foul, but the hustle. They were up in the grills of all the players. They forced fire above the 3-point line. That's the energy and the physicality that Monconti was talking about with Megan at halftime.
I appreciate the effort on the bench, that's for sure. Mansfield's infringed on the way through. 2 at the line for Lauren, who you know is such an efficient free-throw shooter. You played a lot of 3-on-3 basketball, Beck. Such a different game, isn't it? Very physical. We know Lauren Mansfield's just come back from the Olympics.
I sure did. It is just another world in the 3x3 game. It's so physical, it's aggressive, it's quick, and the thing is, it's a lot more of one-on-one rather than team basketball.
Mansfield goes 2 of 2. Certainly did us proud over in Paris. The Kangaroos. Here's Shelley. Did well. Fight around and regain her defensive position. Leonida Kaiser into the ball game. Sacked for quite some time with those 3 personal fouls, Kaiser. Cook with a handle. Little shimmy move and the scoop up and in for the finger roll lay-in.
And Cook is so crafty. You're going to see her build confidence, build momentum, and I do think she'll be a star to watch this season.
She will. Ellsworthy and denied. Froling got a hand to it. Mansfield's looking to push the pace. And we are headed the other way. Shelley was set defensively. The Signet WNBL season launch kicking off last week at their reimagined store in Melbourne Central. Celebrate the hoop season by grabbing the latest kicks and apparel at your nearby Foot Locker, the official major partner of the WNBL. 65 plays 43 here in the 3rd period. Jones has been terrific for Geelong, especially on the defensive ends. Kaiser was hovering there for the screen. Gonna make her move. Hayley Jones, 3 seconds. Not quite trying to kiss it off the glass, but falls back out her way. Bullying her way inside. Kaiser had position. Townsville just keep on seeing these offensive efforts off.
They do great hustle by Jones, getting after it. I'm sure it's disappointing to see that not fall. And we got a wedgie there by Ellsworthy, but they need to be aggressive. They need to get inside action. If they're not finding open shots on the 3, they need to be a big presence on the inside, whether that's through pass or penetration.
Megan Huswaite's doing a great job courtside. Megan.
Great to see Chris Lucas at his best, teaching down here on the Geelong bench, having a really great discussion with Alyssa Brett as she came to the bench. Chris Lucas game 375 tonight. He is the 3rd all-time in games coach behind Carrie Graff and Phil Brown, a legend of the coaching game.
That he is, well said, Megan. Alyssa Brett in her first pro season in the WNBL, returning from college from Michigan. Kaiser pulls down the rebounds. Labour. And Jazz Shelley do here, nearly lost the handle. Labour inside, it was a tough runner.
With Kaiser back in the game here, I think Geelong should really look for some inside options for her. I know she's a bit cold. She had to sit in that first half due to foul trouble. But let's look at some inside actions. Get her a touch.
I like it, Beck. See if they do so in a moment. Froling. Abby Ellis got the start today for Townsville.
And hasn't she been a pocket rocket for them, Ella? She's come in with high confidence and high energy.
Yeah, spot on. And the ball movement, hoop and harm for Alicia Froling. She is headed back to the line for yet another and one opportunity.
If you're Chris Lucas, do you even look to potentially go to a zone, junk it up for a few possessions, just stop that flow and that momentum of the Fire?
You did mention in the previous show, Beck, with Alicia and the increased opportunities she was going to get with Townsville.
It is. She did a great job with Bendigo Spirit last season. And as she said at her halftime show, she just cannot wait to go back home, play in front of her friends and family, and really put, I guess, her mark on the Fire team.
Keely Froling matching up with Alicia right here. 4 seconds, whistle from the referee. It's a walk. Wanted the foul call, not going to get it this time.
I just love it. The white line FIBA, playing against your sister. I would be exactly the same. I would be complaining left, right and centre.
Totally agree, Beck. And we love the way they go about it. Abby Ellis will steady things here for Townsville. Froling inside. Cox, fall away, Jay.
And there we actually saw Geelong go into a 2-3 zone, and it did help them get a stop and junk it up.
Shelley just off. On the back heel. Less than a minute remains here. Alicia Froling dancing inside. And has led from the front tonight for Townsville. 14 for Alicia, 15 for Keely. And another foul call on Kaiser, who will hit the pine.
And it is a real physical game here in the WNBL, and sometimes when imports come into the league, you just have to adjust, as it is a different league to the WNBA, to in Europe. So for her, she's going to go back, have a think about this game, and come out for game 2 and make sure that she keeps those hands out, because Geelong need her as an inside presence.
No doubt there is an adjustment period. Trying to find Shelley. That's wayward. Zaya Cook. Chance for the last possession of the third quarter. Opens up a 25-point advantage. She'll step into a 3-ball. And a foul call. And a shooting foul for Cook.
And that is tough. It wasn't on the hand, but you do have to allow landing space for the three-point shooter. And as tough as that is as a player, it is a cardinal sin from your coach to foul a player on the three-point shot with a few seconds left. But I love that Jazz was up in her face, making it difficult.
And on the eve of three-quarter time, it's going to hurt. For a quick and easy weeknight dinner that the whole family will enjoy, pick up a family pack of Latina fresh pasta and sauce, ready in minutes and so delicious there won't be any complaints at the dinner table. Find Latina Fresh in a chilled pasta aisle near you.
I might have to pick some up on the way home for dinner.
I'm with you, Beck. It could be an option for me on the way home, and that'll do it for the end of 3. 71 plays 43, the Townsville Fire. Well, they might have announced themselves to the league. They are one to watch in WNBL 25. Coming into tonight, one of the stories was Froling v Froling, both with new squads in WNBL 25. Keely for Geelong, Alicia for Townsville. And, well, Keely Froling, 15-7. Alicia Froling, 15-7. Cannot separate them, Beck Cole.
Twin game is strong tonight.
Absolutely. Twinning, to say the least. They led the way for their respective teams, but unfortunately the scoreline does not read in a similar manner. 71 plays 43 in favour of the Townsville Fire. How have they been so effective to your eye, Beck?
To win games these days, it's not only up to one or two players, it is a team effort, and this is what you see. You have multiple scorers on the board. Compared to Geelong, you do have Keely with the 15 points, but then it's been hard for other people to step up and get points. So for me, the Fire, the chemistry has just been beautiful. The ball is moving, but it's coming from their defensive end.
Yeah, I agree. They have looked so in sync. And Megan Huswaite's courtside. Megan.
Well, Townsville have a leadership group instead of the sole captain this year, and it was those three, Mansfield, Alicia Froling and Courtney Woods, leading the communication at three-quarter time. But great to see this young star that just had the ball, Abby Ellis, chiming in as well. And just wanted to follow on to what Beck spoke about at three-quarter time in regards to Kaiser and her frustration with the foul she's tallied tonight. For me, it's reminiscent of Emily Potter, who was the import big for Perth last year. She found adjusting to the style of the way the game is officiated in the season early, and it was frustrating for her, but by the end, as Beck knows, she was such a big part in Perth's run to the grand final, so it certainly takes time for the bigs and the imports to adjust.
It's a great point you make, Megan, and Beck. You do feel that often imports 4 to 6 weeks in to the season, that's where it really starts to click?
It does. You're getting used to new teammates, new coach, new environment here in Australia, and also the referees. The style of play is different in every single nation. So for Kaiser, she will be upset with tonight, but she will find her feet game after game and adjust accordingly.
Townsville ball on the baseline. Nia Locke's pass was deflected via a Geelong defender. Ellis in by Cook. Just gone from strength to strength in this ball game.
Miscommunication there from United on the defensive end out of that baseline play, and Cook was wide open for an easy mid-range.
Hannah Hank, big role today to play with Kaiser on the bench with 4 personals. Potter in the spin cycle. Ellis. Deflection that time. And Froling finds a way out of trouble thanks to the handle. Here's Brett. Round 1, Jones. Patient approach, pump fake. Jones gets the roll. Pretty move.
Such poise for a rookie, especially on Cox, who has 4 blocks tonight. Up faked, got her off her feet, and went up and under for 2.
Ellis rejects the screen. Slick move, and Hannah Hank was giving away nothing there. Townsville retained possession.
And Ellis will find we have some big bodies in this league. When you're driving into the key, if you're a smaller player, sometimes you will have that layup, but a lot of the time you have to come to 2 feet, find your open man. But I love the energy and the enthusiasm that she's really brought to this Fire team.
Just in time, inbound, Zaya Cook got 11 to her name. Fowler's there, and she's fouled. Geelong United looks to be on Keely Froling. Ellis has been so smart today in the way she's helped run this Townsville team. At the start, played 20 minutes. And Zaya Cook came off the bench in this one, but has really impressed, and you think there's going to be maybe a starting role down the line, Beck?
For sure. It's just I guess, as Shannon said, that she hasn't played a lot of minutes in that WNBA season, and you don't want to just run them into the ground early. Then there's injury. So this is a long season. She's going to grow in confidence. She's going to get used to the league. Also, build her fitness up, and trust me, I think she'll be starting and she'll be seeing plenty of minutes and plenty of the ball this season.
Well, depth is a strength for the Fire. And an 8-player rotation today, all 8 have hit the scoreboard. And 25 bench points as well for Townsville as Potter at the line makes on the first. Right on the seconds, and Fowler controls. They've got 15 assists as a team, Townsville. Illustrating just how well they've moved the basketball. Potter defending Ellis. Fowler immediately inside. That's a great find to Lauren Cox.
Cox and Fowler have a great connection already, big to big, and that's what Fowler can bring. Not only can she score, but she's also a great passer, and Cox with some great movement off the ball.
She's been stellar, Lauren Cox. Does that look again? Avoided the outstretched arm of Potter. Pinpoint passing. I'm sure Chris Lucas has got plenty to chat about in this timeout. See if we can listen to him here. Still plenty of energy in that Geelong United huddle.
And I love to see that. Chris is obviously telling them the X's and the O's and the scout, but the enthusiasm from the team, they're still up and about. The bench players, like Monique Conti there, is clapping and really getting amongst her team. And the experience of Kaiser, she's letting her team know, hey, it's okay, we've got this.
They look to set the tone for their season ahead. It's a tough schedule to start the year for Geelong. They've got some real contenders straight out of the gates. It'll be a good test for them. Southside, Bendigo and Adelaide, their next 3. Kaiser. Hand off Potter, lost the defender, and the floater drops.
And Potter's had a good look at shots tonight. They just haven't fallen, so that'll be nice for her to see one go through the net.
Fowler, top of the perimeter, Zaya Cook. Down low is Cox, moved it on straight away. Kept it in, Woods did well in the end to find Lauren Cox. Zaya Cook looking to create some dribble penetration. Megan, how are you seeing things courtside?
Well, it was Zaya Cook who came to the bench in that timeout, was apologising to Shannon Seabom for something that she slipped up with, and Shannon had a smile on her face and said, it's all good, mate, you're going well. And she is, considering that Townsville were expecting her to really get into her work in the next few weeks, because as we said, she hasn't played through the WNBA season. But Townsville just really happy with their defence, and why wouldn't they be? They've kept Geelong to under 50 points to this point of the game.
Yeah, she's been good, totally agree. There is Cook with the board. She's got 13 points in 18 minutes off the pine. Foul call on Potter. That's the intent that Geelong want to see at this stage. This one maybe almost out of reach, but chance to set the tone for round 2. Fowler. Here's Woods. Cox is there on the block, posting up with Kaiser. Cook going to work once more, dancing with the basketball, and she's fouled. 2 to come at the line for Zaya.
And Townsville have just been literally on fire in this game. Everything seems to be going their way. Their offense is humming. They've been disruptive on the defensive end. And like Megan said, keeping Geelong to under 50 points at this stage in the game, you're going to win most games if that is what you are doing. So it is a great team performance so far by the Townsville Fire.
It certainly is. Held Geelong to 28% shooting from the field while going at a 51% clip themselves. And Zia Cook continues to roll. Rolling. Calling for an action. Here's Jones. Raber. Right there was Cook. Every possession has been so hard fought. Now locked in on defense, Townsville. Froling. Foul call on Alex Fowler there. That'll be number 4. 6 points, 5 boards off the bench today for Alex Fowler. Jones. Baseline out of bounds. And she's on the block, has Ellis in front of her. And that is money for Hayley Jones.
And that is the look I would have liked to see earlier. When Ellis is on the floor, she's been guarding Jones. Jones has posted up. Sometimes her teammates have just not been able to get her the ball. But that is something that I think will be an asset to them in the future of this season.
Zia Cook. Not a good look at it. So 9 points so far in her WNBL debut for Hayley Jones. Has 4 dimes, 4 blocks as well, if you don't mind. Find a way out of it via Potter.
And Townsville aren't done. You can see they're still pressuring up the floor, putting 2 men on Hayley Jones so she can't be the main ball handler, and they're forcing United to make someone run the show.
Kaiser with the baseline J. That'll feel good. Hasn't been her evening so far with the foul trouble, Lynetta Kaiser. Able to get one to go there. As you mentioned, Beck, just great signs here in round 1. The standards so high for Townsville as the foul call has been assessed against Geelong. 4:30 remaining in the 4th quarter. Townsville a 14-point lead at halftime and then a 23-9 third period to really blow this one open. Lauren Cox has been stellar in her debut. 12 points to go along with 4 denials as well. She'll take a spell. Cook. Still moving it through some hands, the Fire. Fowler feeding it inside. Alicia Froling is fouled.
And that ball movement was beautiful. Every person touched it on the floor. They found the open person. It was almost like hot potato. No one let it stuck in their hands, and then Froling going to the line for 2.
They really do whip the ball around. It is beautiful basketball. Terrific to watch. One to come at the line for Froling. The next game, Townsville in Perth. This time next week. Come up with the rebound, Townsville. Another chance for them here. 5-second shot clock. Mansfield's thought about it. Pulls the trigger. Jones. Here is Kaiser in the posts. Getting involved in this 4th quarter. That is a pretty fadeaway move in the posts. Woods. And that screen just short. Jones pulls it down. They get her into an advantageous position for United. That's Woods on the block. And their eyes will light up. United, not quite. Great hustle from Brett. Draws the foul in the process.
And that is what Brett brings to this Geelong United team. You know she's giving 110% on the floor. She's going to work so hard on that defensive end, and she'll do whatever her teammates need of her.
Another returning college athlete in WNBL 25, Alyssa Brett, out of Michigan. 5 years there. Here's Jones inside. And the header the other way.
And Froling did a great job of fronting Kaiser there, not letting her get the ball. But Woods read that perfectly and was split line help and caused that turnover. Again, another display of great team defense.
Cook getting some heavy minutes down the stretch. Really encouraging work from Zaya Cook, and it'll remain Townsville ball. With 12 on the shot clock. Jazz Shelley check back in. Haven't seen a lot of looks created for Jazz Shelley today for Geelong United. You think maybe that's an avenue they look to explore in their next outing?
The teams are definitely still finding their feet and the chemistry working together. I think they will look to use Jazz Shelley a bit more, maybe in some off-ball screen options. I think they'll also look more to Jones to be a more of an offensive threat, but that will be a change for her as well, because in the WNBA, she is more of a facilitator. But look what she can do on both ends of the floor.
Right on cue. Jones came up with a steal, but we are slingshotting the other way via Fowler. Follows her own miss. And they control once more. Geelong currently winning this quarter. So that could be the target for United. Townsville outscoring them in all of the first 3 periods. 11-8 in the quarter. Here's Hannah Hank back out there. Alyssa Brett. Throwing strong on the glass. Lauren Mansfield's 2-man game with Alicia Froling. Flipped over to Fowler. Extra look. Woods, Cash. Timeout on the floor. Another one goes for the Townsville Fire. Make it substitutions, in fact. 82 plays 54. And Megan Huswaite, this has been some performance.
Oh, it has been an incredible performance by Townsville, considering that Courtney Woods is the only senior player remaining from the team that went to the semi-finals last year, and a few young Fire players coming on for some minutes here. Jess McDowell-White, who was part of the club last season. Lucy Cochrane, who makes up a very tall backcourt, and Nia Locke back on after a terrific WNBL debut.
Great to see the opportunity for those two. McDowell-White, development player for the Fire. Here's Shelley, flips it up and in off the window.
And some crafty work from Jazz Shelley there. They'll definitely need to see more of that from her this season.
Cochrane. Mansfield arrives, single-digit shot clock. Cleared the lane for these two. Cochrane. Got to go, Lauren Mansfield stepping back. Locke with a hustle. Another impressive player today, the Townsville Nia Locke. 8 points in 11 minutes in her WNBL debut. And a foul call. That was against United. Make sure you're following all the live stats of today's games and throughout the weekend in round 1 in the free WNBL app. You can also check out game highlights, team and player info and more. Download it from the App Store today. Misha Froling at the line, rattles home. Ellsworthy back out there running point for Geelong. Hank wants to take Cochrane off the dribble. She'll head to the line for 2.
And it's great to see both teams having college players go away overseas and come back and make their debuts in the WNBL. We really do have that next generation coming through, and it is great to see with multiple players on the floor here tonight.
And she was ever reliable at Clemson as well. Hannah Hank played in every game during her time there. 122 appearances and 92 starts for Clemson. Then called upon with some big minutes here tonight for Geelong United. Mansfield. She set right at the top of the arc. Down White did well. Townsville have hit on 8 3-pointers today. And that is going to do it. 84 plays 58. The Townsville Fire from go to woe have been awesome tonight. Defensively, offensively, you name it. And they have put out an announcement to the competition, Beck Cole.
They really have made their mark early here in round 1, game 1. And I'm not surprised. Shannon Seebohm, he's a great coach. And the Fire, they just have, as Alicia said, a team full of players who want to do it for one another.
That they do. So many new faces. Courtney Woods returning from their starting 5 last season. And 4 returning players, the 5, but just 1 who played over 10 minutes per game. So really, almost a completely new squad, but they look so in sync. And the chemistry, as we mentioned throughout the broadcast, was impressive.
It really was, and how exciting for the girls. It's a great opportunity. It's a new chance to start fresh, to make your own mark on this team. And you can see that they do really get along as they're huddling here.
4 players in double figures for Townsville. 15 for Zaya Cooks. 17 for Alicia Froling. The 2 imports in particular. Cook off the bench and Cox, who started, were terrific. Cox in the first half as well with 2 steals and 3 blocks.
The imports here early have been really impressive, and it's only game 1. And as you listed the stats there, like you said, multiple players with multiple points in double figures. That's how you're going to win games in this league.
And for Geelong, obviously, not the way they would have liked tonight to go. But what are the takeaways for them? What can they bring into round 2?
Of course, you would have loved for your first game to get the win, but how exciting that Geelong United, it's a fresh club, they're all making their debut, and again, they're just going to keep learning, keep growing. They are such a young squad. They will be disappointed, but there's so many things to learn, and they will get better every single game.
Megan Huswaite is on court with the Froling sisters.
And I am in the middle of trash talk. Keely, what did you say to Alicia as you arrived here?
I just called it a flop.
A flop? And what did you have to say to your twin who's 7 minutes younger?
She's salty that she lost by 30, and I had 1 foul to her 3.
There you go. What a game it has been tonight. Alicia, we'll start with you. You moved to Townsville for more opportunity. You got that tonight and you delivered. It must be a nice feeling.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's been so great being home. This coaching staff, these girls, is so fun to play with. I think we've got a lot better to get to, which is really exciting, and everyone's really bought in. So it's been so much fun.
It's a big statement, round 1, considering Courtney Woods is the only senior player really to remain from last year. It's a bit of an unknown in round 1, particularly against a new club. So what was the best thing to come out of the win?
I think it just showed that our strength is our team. You know, I think everyone contributed really well. We still have people that we can bring in. You know, I think we still genuinely have a lot more. We can get heaps better. So that's probably the biggest thing.
Keely, don't want to take words from you, but I'm sure that's how you feel in terms of United, that you are going to get heaps better. It is the first game. You've only had a handful of practice matches in the lead-up, and it's the very beginning of a new club. So there was some good signs there tonight.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously disappointing in the scoreline, but you take away a lot of learnings, and it's a young group. You know, we knew that it was going to take us a little bit of time to get rolling and play at this level of physicality. So we'll get there, and I think we're going to learn a lot from tonight.
It was great to see Chris coaching some of the young players that have come straight out of college and are new into the WNBL. Great to see him doing that during the game, but there's so much learning to be had, and you've got the best coach to be doing it.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Chris is awesome, and I think he's been really great for this group, and I'm sure he won't sleep much tonight, and he'll do a lot of film and scouting, and we'll look at it tomorrow and kind of take all the learnings that we can from it and, you know,
just get better each game.
Now, ladies, we had the exact same stat line at three-quarter time, 15 points, 7 rebounds, but I guess the stats that matter is that the win-loss record continues to go in your advantage tonight. Alicia, what are we out to, 9-3?
I think so. She's got a while to catch up. That's at least another 2 seasons to catch up, I think. We only played. It's definitely more than 3. I've got about 5. So you didn't win last year.
We'll let you guys hug and make up, but thanks for joining us tonight. Great to see you both starring at both ends of the floor. Good on you, girls.
Gotta love the banter, don't you, Beck?
It's a bit spicy and saucy after the game, but I love to see it, the competitiveness of both of them and just the love that they have for their teams in the game of basketball.
Yeah, certainly. I think you know about the record as well. It's a bit stiff. I mean, you never know. They meet in the finals. Might be a chance to get a few more, but 9-3, it's an advantage, Beck.
It is, but if I was Keely, I might be bringing up, hey, I have 2 WNBL championships.
We've got Zaya Cook in just a moment, who's going to have a chat with Megan Huswaite, who was just awesome off the bench. 24 minutes in the end she played, so really it's almost a starter's burn for her.
It is. She's going to keep growing, really use this momentum. Like I said, watching her in the WNBA, she didn't get a lot of minutes this season with the LA Sparks, but the season before she really did. And I think she's going to be a really exciting young talent and an import that is one to look out for.
Let's hear from Zaya and Megan now.
I am with Zaya. A great win for your first night in the WNBL, and that was a really promising performance from Townsville.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was just telling my teammates that the game was definitely easier than practice. Like, they've been going at me. They've been going at me all week, getting me prepared for moments like this. So I'm definitely excited to be here.
Tell us a bit about how you ended up here. JC Sheldon was the import that you replaced. Obviously, you just finished your WNBA commitments with the Sparks. How did it all come about, and why did you say yes to Shannon Seaborn?
Man, God led me to this place. My agent, she gave me a call and told me it was an opportunity for me to come play here, and I prayed on it, and I think that I was meant to be here. So the WNBA has been great, but I definitely want to come here to get in the best shape that I can and get an opportunity to showcase my talent a little bit.
Shannon was saying during the week that you would come off the bench tonight, and obviously you didn't have a lot of court time in the WNBA this year, so you need to build up back into your work, but you played 24 minutes tonight. We saw some beautiful shots from you and some great stuff. So aside from working on your game, what else do you want to achieve here in the WNBL?
I just want to win. I want to win that championship. That's the main goal. I love these girls' work ethic. I think that we got a lot of dog in us, and it's going to be a fun ride.
We always love hearing got a bit of dog in it.
Yeah, dog. You got to have that dog in you. And being here, they definitely going to bring it out of me.
And what about the Townsville weather? Do you like that? It's nice and hot and humid up there. Are you enjoying the condition?
No, I am. I'm loving it so far. I haven't made it to a beach yet. I think I'm going to wait till my family comes in town to do that. But I definitely love the weather there.
Well, we look forward to seeing you guys in action next week against the Perth Lynx. They're shaping up super nicely, and they have very nice beaches in Perth.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. That'd be nice. My teammate from South Carolina is on Perth too, Leticia and me here, so I'm excited to play against her.
Yes. 4 Olympians in Perth starting 5, so they'll be tough next week. Great to see you tonight, Zaya. We enjoyed watching what you produced, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Great stuff, Megan. It will be good to see 2 college teammates go at it, Leticia and Zaya.
It will be so much fun, and I think that's what's so great. We spoke earlier about many of the Aussies coming back from college, being in the same team or versing each other. Now we have a lot of the young rooks out of the WNBA coming into the WNBL because they do see this as a league where they can grow and, like Zaya just said, showcase their talent. And I just can't wait to see what this season has to bring in the WNBL.
Yeah, there certainly is a blueprint, isn't there, when you think of the likes of Kia Nurse and Jackie Young who we've had over the years, and their first seasons out of college, they really excelled and went on to great things. And as Keely Froling mentioned, this is really the youth of Geelong United. It is a young team. The majority of their squad really 23, 24 years of age.
And that is actually crazy. It's not unheard of, but this doesn't happen often, and it hasn't happened lately where there are just so many young people in the team. And I think Froling is just going to be a great leader. She spoke so well. She understands the assignment, and they are going to get better with every single game. And she's going to help alongside with Chris get her team where they need to be.
Their next outing against your Flyers, Beck, Thursday, 7th of November for Geelong United, and we have Shannon Seaborn with Megan.
I am with Shannon Seaborn, and he's got a smile on his face because You had a new team tonight, aside from Courtney Woods, and that was a fantastic performance first up.
Yeah, it was great. I think, you know, like we talked pre-game about it, like I've just had a lot of fun so far coaching these guys. They're really bought into what we're trying to do. Training's been really physical and aggressive, and, you know, we defended quite well tonight, I thought. Yeah, and all in all, it was a great first hit out.
How much enthusiasm and energy has this new group brought back to you? I think you're in your 8th season now in the WNBL and 6th at Townsville. You've had some stacked teams the last few years and obviously won the championship just 2 years ago. But you've got some young faces, some great young Aussie talent, and their enthusiasm seems to be infectious.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's been fun. Like, it's just been awesome to go to work every day. You know, we've got some really exciting young players like Abby Ellis, I thought, did a great job today. Nia Locke came in and really contributed as well. So, you know, we've got some great young players, and it just made it a lot of fun to work with so far, and hopefully we can just keep getting better.
Abby started tonight, which was a great opportunity in her first WNBL game. I noticed she had a bit to say, some really good encouraging words at three-quarter time, and then we saw Nia come on and have an instant impact. How do you instill confidence in those young players to get out here and do what they do?
Yeah, look, I mean, we just give them a job to do, give them a role on the team, and then hold them accountable every day to make sure they do it. And I think both of those players, you know, came in and did exactly that. And I think if they keep doing that, that's where the confidence comes from, that they, you know, they have a big responsibility on the team. And when they come in and do it well, they feel good, and, you know, it helps us win. So, you know, it's been great.
We talk about the Opals coming back into the WNBL after winning a bronze medal in Paris, and you're an assistant coach on Sandy Brodella's coaching staff. That was a great goal for you to achieve in your coaching career. What do you bring back into a WNBL season after being part of an Olympic?
Yeah, look, it was an awesome experience, and Sandy's a great coach. I learned a lot from her, and just spending time with her every day, seeing how she works, and, you know, I think also getting to go and see some of the other teams and what they do, what they run, how they play, and pick up a few things that I've picked up and brought back here with my team, and, you know, the girls are picking it up pretty well, and so far so good.
Great win tonight, Shannon, for you and the Fire. The kids are running on the court, which is great to see, so I think that's our cue to get out of here. Good luck next week against Perth.
Thank you, thank you.
Great stuff, Megan. And thank you to Shannon Seabom for his time. Here's your full game highlights. In the end, 84 plays 58 in favour of the Townsville Fire. And Gemma Potter there getting on the glass. But Woods was good once again today, the returning player for the Fire. Mansfield got involved from beyond the arc. They hit on 8 3-balls back, and Isaiah Cook, as we heard from just before, rather, she's got that dog in her. And I think really, you look at this whole Townsville team defensively, they all had that today.
They really did, and I absolutely love that. You have to have a bit of dog in you to get the W and get stuff done on the court that your coach needs from you.
Hallie Jones was good today at her WNBL debut, and I'm sure going forward they'll look to continue to go to her in the post, because she was effective when she got it down low. Here's your leaders today, and it is the Froling sisters with 15 and 7. The blocks from the two imports, Jones and Cox, that's what really stands out to me. But in the end, a dominant performance from the Townsville Fire. They've got Perth, Bendigo, the Caps and Adelaide in their next 4 games. We've got 3 big ones to come as well, and Beck Cole in this round 1. Sorry, Beck Cole, looking forward to it.
I cannot wait. This is been the first game, round 1 of the WNBL season, and we have so many more games coming up. Super excited.
Certainly, it has been the Fire who got the job done here tonight. Opening night, 45th Signet WNBL season. It is off to a cracker. The Fire look to be another contender in season 25. Thank you very much for joining us tonight for your WNBL Wednesdays, brought to you by Ford. We'll catch you next time.